Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jimmy Sias, and I'm here to convince you about taking self-defense. Now, it's kind of crazy because self-defense to me is a passion. Martial arts, I do it all the time, but I'm really trying to convince you to take up self-defense. And why should you take up self-defense? You know, a lot of people think nothing will ever really happen to them, but the reality is things are happening to people every day. People are getting hurt, people are getting bullied in school. And what are we doing about it? We wait, we want to call the police. But you know, most of the time it takes police 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get there. So my call to you is to learn self-defense. Now, I'm not telling you to go to school and do like I have here, all these bags, which is a passion. I'm a 52-year-old man, I weigh about 250 pounds, and I happen to be a good guy, right? And I train in martial arts, but there's a lot of people like me that are not good guys. A lot of people out there are desperate, a lot of people are doing drugs, a lot of people will do anything to take what's yours. What are you gonna do to defend yourself? Self-defense, people, self-defense. Now, famous philosopher, martial artist once said, and I hope I quote him correctly, I fear not the man that does 10,000 moves. Right? Martial arts. I fear the man that practices one move 10,000 times. What did he mean by that? What I believe he meant was, you learn something and you perfect it. You do it over and over again. It becomes muscle memory. When it comes to self-defense, what I'm asking you is to learn some basic moves. Today I'm going to share with you 3 moves. Now, I'm not going to get all fancy because I have to work tomorrow and I don't want to get hurt. But I want you to think, now you're protecting yourself and your loved ones, and this may seem a little barbaric, all right? I'm a big guy. I'm 250 pounds. I'm going to show you something on the back, okay? Stay with me, I hope you can see it, all right? Woo! I think that was about 3 seconds. You know what? If I came at you with that, I'd probably knock you out. But there are things you can do to defend yourself. You see, this has happened to me. 3 things have happened to me in life. I've been doing martial arts for 30 years, all right? 1, I got poked in the eye. I was fighting, tournament. I got poked in the eye. Guess what? Me big and tough and strong than, I had to stop. So that's one thing I want you to remember. Eyes, very, very sensitive. I don't care if you're on drugs. I don't care if you're desperate. If you get poked in the eye, you're gonna stop. Second part, remember I said 3 things. Groin. Now I know they tell you, kick the groin, do all this, Nobody has a groin that high, it's a little lower. But yes, you want to kick the groin if you can. But you know what? Sometimes you're in a position where you can't kick the groin. Your hands are tied behind your back, or you're in an awkward position. Ladies and gentlemen, mostly ladies, but gentlemen too, because it works. Go for the groin. You can't kick it, grab it, tap it, hit it, knee it, kick it, grab. If you can grab, if they have it from behind, they grab it, you put that hand back there and you grab, and you squeeze and you don't let go, so that person is down. See, the goal is for you, when you defend yourself and you defend your loved ones. Remember, it's your children, your family, or your wife. If you don't, I'm not telling you go to school now. You can, that would be great. It's good cardio, you know, but when you're defending someone or yourself, you have to think, look, this is the ultimate, this is the worst. I'll let my judge deal with it later. A good friend of mine, he's a lawyer, and he is like the greatest person in the world, and he taught me martial arts for a long time. Actually, I studied for over 30 years. I've studied Wing Chun, Krav Maga, mixed martial arts, Jiu-Jitsu. They're all great arts. Taekwondo, they're all great. Some to me are better than others because some focus more on self-defense and on true fighting versus competition. That's besides the point. Let me not get off track. Self-defense. So 1, the eyes. Eyes, okay? Someone comes at you, you're like, hey. Go. Now, ladies, gentlemen, you know all those movies, Tiger Claw? Go for the eyes. I tell like students all the time, and they look at me like I'm crazy because I do all this I'll do this grabbing in the eyes and all that. Oh, what's that fancy? You know, it's not fancy. I'm going for your eyes. I'm scratching your eyeballs out. I know. Wait, this might be rated R. I'm sorry. No PG, children, please. Unless your parents are telling you how to defend yourself. But go for the eyes. Go for the balls too. Go for the groin. Grab them. From behind, grab them. Kick it. Knee it. Knee it hard. Do everything you can. Eyes, groin, and the last thing, ladies and gentlemen. Now this one is the most barbaric. And I don't know if this will be allowed. But you know what? You might get angry at me, but you know, this is, like I said, self-defense. Are you willing to protect yourself and your family and your loved ones? This happened to me one time. I had a gentleman, awesome martial artist, like Bruce Lee. But you know, I'm 250 pounds, the guy's 70, so we finally got him in a chokehold. And I was choking him, and I said, I got him. I got my teacher. Finally, yay, Jimmy. Guess what he did to me? He didn't go for my eyes. He told me he could have gone for my groin, but he didn't. He bit me. Yes, he bit me. You're like, what? That's disgusting. Yes, it was disgusting. It was a light bite, and it freaked me out. And later on that day, I told him, I said, Sifu, why did you bite me? He said, Jimmy, I could have grabbed your balls, but I've done that before. Yeah, that's just how we fight. But the element of surprise, the fact that he bit me, and the electrifying sensation that went through my body. You know, I stopped. Now, if it would have been for real, he would have bit me hard, and he would have taken the gash out of my arm. And you know what? He would have went home, and I would have gone to the hospital. And if I would have gone to the emergency room or to the police department, I would have said, hey, example, I was mugging this guy. And if you go to the hospital, I had to bit this guy because he was trying to, you know what? Let the lawyers decide who's right and who's wrong. You have to remember, defend yourself at all times. Protect yourselves. Eyes, right? Scared you, didn't I? Scared me. I thought I knocked my phone out. Groin, right? Last but not least, bite if you have to. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jimmy Sias. I didn't mean to scare you. I just want you to know you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your loved ones. All this martial arts stuff is nice and fancy, and I do it because I have a passion. I don't forget hurt, I guess. I'm 52. I work out twice, 3 times a week. I think I said that already. I don't know. I love it. You know, Motrin and me actually Celerex and moved to Celerex. We're good friends. I'm in pain all the time, but you know what? I know how to defend myself. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, I carry a gun. Well, guess what? A lot of us here in Texas carry guns. It's for those moments when you don't have a gun. So, God bless you. I don't mean to freak you out, but learn to defend yourself. Self-defense. That's what this is all about. Peace.